My name is Adhiambo Ogola. I'm an advocate of the High Court of Kenya. I'm also a certified mediator. I'm the chairperson and founder of Eczema Society of Kenya, and also I sit on the board of the International Alliance of Dermatology Patient Organizations on various committees. That's the Governance Committee and the Finance Committee. The Eczema Society of Kenya is an organization that was started to provide a platform where people with eczema, basically patients, doctors, nutritionists, and also therapists and counselors will have a common platform to share ideas, to share experiences, and to advise each other. Eczema Society of Kenya seeks to create and improve information on eczema. Of course, advocate for awareness on eczema. We also seek to provide psychosocial support for people with eczema. We also help people struggling with treatment of eczema, needy people who are struggling with accessing treatment. We try to we have friendly doctors that help us with offering either a subsidized fee, to offer a subsidized fee or free treatment for people who are needy. And also we have partners here and there who help us who give us creams that we give to needy people who are struggling with eczema, basically. And why was this organization started? Basically, what motivated me to start the organization? My son had been struggling with eczema, and he was born. When he was born at 6 weeks old, he already started. He developed an itch, and then it continued. It worsened, and I saw the gaps. I saw the gaps that were there then. Like he was struggling with. We were struggling with accessing treatment. Like we were moving from one dermatologist to another. There was little or no information completely on eczema, and there was really nothing to hold on to. Like this doctor will tell you this one will tell you this, this one will tell you this. And then while waiting to access treatment, like we sought treatment all over from Nairobi to Busia we went everywhere where we could. Yeah, and then the experiences that I went through while waiting at the waiting day with the other mothers and caregivers, I realized that all of us were struggling with the same thing. All of us were struggling with no information. All of us were struggling with, like we had psychosocial problems. We were disturbed. We were stressed. We were not sleeping. Our own children were not sleeping. The toddlers were not sleeping. Most of us had either quit their jobs or not even giving our best at work. And also, most of us, our families were falling apart. Most of us were going through isolation. Most of us, there was a serious struggle. And that's how I was motivated to start this platform. And then also, I remember at some point, I did not even have, my son had been given a diagnosis, and the pharmacist had told us I'd refused to give the medication because there was too much steroid in the medication. And it's at that point I realized that there was so much happening. There was so much carelessness going around. Like there was so much carelessness here and there, and there was need to address certain things like long-term use of steroid. What is the impact? What is happening to us? Can we talk? Can someone tell us about this? Can we have a platform where someone is telling us how to use these medications? Which one is the safest one? And that's how I was motivated to start eczema. And also the stigma we were facing, all of us. Oh my God, our children, nobody wants to touch them. Some of us who had older children, nobody wants to play with them at school. They were either being bullied or something. Others were even being denied admission to schools. Imagine, because of the condition. Others had lost their jobs because of how they looked like. So all of these things were my motivational factors, but mostly my son was the main reason why I started Eczema Society of Kenya. Okay, how we carry out our work. We run campaigns on mainstream media, social media. We go to the people through workshops, seminars, trainings, walks. We do webinars, Zoom meetings. We do games at schools. We involve schools also through games, through clubs, through essay writing. We involve the society, the community, through women leaders, through women organizations, through religious organizations, through the local churches, through community health workers, community health volunteers. So we do door to door sometimes. Sometimes we do walks on the road. Sometimes we go to the community, we go locally, go to the market, we talk about eczema. So far we have done some pretty good job. We are not where we want to be, but we have tried. Biggest success story is when there's a girl who had really been affected by eczema, really affected. From when she was, I think, 14, she just isolated herself completely. From when she was in high school, she isolated herself completely because she had been bullied. She had been abandoned by her friends. So she was just on her own. So when she heard about Eczema Society, this time she was older. She had even gone through campus after a lot of struggle. So when she heard about Eczema Society of Kenya, she joined us. And then she told her story. She inboxed me, she told me her story, and then of course I got her therapist. We talked to her. She was talked to. She was cancelled. Then she came out of her shell. She's now a big eczema ambassador. She even agreed to do at some point agreed to do a media interview. She was covering her face wearing the buibui. She stopped wearing it because she was not even a Muslim in the first place. She was just hiding. And I remember her telling me that she would walk to the market and everyone is like, ule wa ukimwi. My God. Then she got out of her shell and now she just became a normal human being. She has since gone back to university. She has furthered her studies. So all this is a big success story for me. This one takes me to sleep at night. Anyway, there are many stories also I would have loved to share with them. And my biggest success story is that story, and also another one of another student also. She had the one of the scalp. Her scalp had really been affected by eczema, the one that affects the scalp. But it reached a point where when she was talked to, she was still really stressed. So when she was spoken to, she also came out of her shell, and now she's a big medic. And she's living her best life. Like she's now not scared of relationships. She's not scared of being herself, and she's giving her best to the society. Well, in an era where we are post-COVID, we have obviously struggled with one-on-one meetings because most of our meetings used to be one-on-one. Now we are trying to integrate what we are doing online and what we do on one-on-one. We're trying to integrate. We are still going on with webinars. We're still going on with our online campaigns, our online meetings, the Facebook meetings used to have, the Twitter chats. We're still going on with our Zoom meetings, our webinars, but we have integrated with physical meetings as well. So we are doing both, So we're doing both and trying to see how they work. Okay. In 5 to 10 years, I see an Eczema Society, which is a fully fledged NGO, probably represented in Eastern Africa and beyond. and also I hope to see Eczema Society of Kenya sitting at the table, addressing government on policies, discussing policies with the government, fully fledged supported NGO, and also independent. I want to see an organization where we do not have to really rely on partners for us to run our activities, an organization where we are self-independent, an organization where we are doing more than what we do. I want to see an organization that is addressing skin conditions in a more broader way. Why Zuri? Why I deserve to be a Zuri alumni? Of course, I'm talking about a less spoken issue. Everyone is on maternal health, everyone is on cancer, everyone is on mental health, everyone, even globally, there is little or no attention on skin conditions. Skin conditions have been given a backseat, like everyone is just talking about the same things. Tropical diseases like malaria, HIV, cancer, and maternal health, mental health, climate change. Nobody is talking about skin diseases, and skin diseases impact a very big margin of people. Imagine in 10 children, 4 are born with eczema every day. Can you imagine how big that is? So I am talking about a less spoken issue, and I'm talking about an issue that is impacting very many people. So I deserve to be here for people to know about skin conditions, for people to know that eczema is a major issue and should be given the attention it deserves, because people are struggling, families are encompassed with the burden of eczema. I want to be here so that the world can hear what we are doing. The world can take a minute and make a change. Structures can be put in place, policies, insurances to be able to cover creams, because insurance do not cover creams. Even it's a global issue. Insurances do not cover these creams. Our universal health insurance cover the NHIF. I want to talk to the government to be able to cover this these creams to ease the burden on people with eczema, because it is more expensive to treat eczema than it is to treat diabetes. Yet diabetes is seen as a chronic it has been graded as a chronic illness vis-a-vis eczema, which is not even recognized. It's not even spoken about. So I deserve to be Azuri alumni to be able to provide this platform for people with eczema, and to be able to echo the voice of people with eczema. In an era, what you're doing to align with IWD theme for this year, we have, where disease is concerned, and especially a disease that impacts on children. Eczema affects both adults and children, but mostly children are more affected. The bigger number is children. So issues that impact on children affect women more. Women are affected more. You find I've seen families where the mom has been left by the husband, has been abandoned by the husband because she's been giving birth to children who have eczema. 1, 2, 3. No way. How can you be just getting children with eczema? So she was abandoned. So we had to provide mediation, and for the man to come out of the stigma and to understand that this is an internal issue. Eczema is a condition that is caused. It comes from within. It is not something that just comes from nowhere. It's a genetic issue, and it's not a reason to abandon your wife for that. But families have broken, children have been abandoned, women have been abandoned. So we try to provide an equal arena for families, especially women, and that's why we work a lot with women groups, because women impact more on the society. And then also we also really try as much as possible with our friendly doctors, with our friendly partners, to have everyone access equal opportunity to healthcare, quality and affordable healthcare. And that's the one thing Eczema Society of Kenya advocates for. So that is the platform that we create. Thank you.